How would you briefly describe your project to someone unfamiliar with what you do?
Our project is called Virtual Smart Living. It is a initiative that comprises of 5 different components, which is individual counseling, nutrition group, live cooking demonstrations, a technology group that teaches seniors how to use MyPlate to achieve healthy eating, and a mental health component called Do More, Feel Better. Although we didn't know that the pandemic was coming, it was sort of all the services are delivered virtually, so it sort of fits in right well when we started all the services during the pandemic.
What is the why behind your project?
The rationale behind the project is that we firmly believe that we should service clients in a holistic approach, meaning that if someone is not eating properly, someone is not changing their eating habits, it's because that there could be an underlying mental health component to it, and we are trying to address it by providing both nutrition services and mental health services at the same time.
What has worked well for your project?
There are several things that work really very well. I would say 3 of the things work really well. The first one is nutrition counseling, doing it through Zoom, which will allow the clinician to not only assess the client, using information, talk to the client, but you will also be able to assess the household, the pantry, look at what they eat, and you are also able to demonstrate by showing diagrams, charts, pictures. So that worked really well, doing nutrition counseling through Zoom. The second is to run a technology group teaching clients to use the MyPlate app to achieve healthy eating, and that turned out to be a very successful group. People are really interactive and they enjoy it very much, and we integrated games such as like a Jeopardy game to reinforce learning, so I think that was really fun also. And the third successful component is our monthly live cooking demonstration, which we conduct through Zoom as well. We regularly do it the 3rd Wednesday of the month at 11 o'clock. We started out with about maybe 100 older adults participating, and more recently we have more than 400 people participating, and a lot of them are cooking along with the chef. And we learn how to embed nutritional messages and teachings through these live cooking demonstrations, through explaining what ingredients we use and how you can cook delicious meals, which is also nutritious. So I think that's also a very successful component of our grant.
What are some challenges your project faced?
The biggest challenge is in the mental health component of the services, because it is difficult to especially recruit volunteers for this mental health component. We require that volunteers be trained and also attend weekly group supervision while they're providing intervention. And for that reason, we also require that our volunteers have a commitment of 9 to 12 months, which makes it very difficult in terms of volunteer recruitment during the pandemic.
How did you find appropriate partners/partner organizations?
The Department for the Aging at New York City doesn't really have an issue with finding partners, because under us we have more than 300 older adult center providers under us, so we have a wide network that we can access to. And in addition, we also regularly work with other city government agencies such as New York City Housing Authority.
How will this project be sustainable once your grant period is done?
However, these services are currently delivered in person mostly or over the phone. In the future, we would want to integrate our innovative services here by adding a virtual or Zoom component to our existing services.
What stakeholders do you need buy-in from?
We need buy-in from older adults who will believe that attending virtual services are equally accessible and effective as in-person services. And we also want our providers to believe the same.
What advice do you have for trying to replicate a similar project?
In order to replicate a similar project, you will need older adults who have the devices, smart devices, in order to access programs and services virtually. You also need these older adults to be trained have some basic technology know-how in order for them to attend a Zoom meeting.
What are some similar steps to beginning a similar project?
The first step will be to recruit and train nutrition and mental health professionals so that they will be proficient in technology. They should not only be comfortable in using Zoom themselves, but they also need to be comfortable showing others, such as older adults, how to use Zoom, how to set up a Zoom session before you can even provide the services.
What do you wish you would have known prior to beginning the project?
We wish that we would have known how hard it is to convince people that mental health is as important as nutrition services. A lot of people do not recognize that if you're not eating well, it could be that you are socially isolated, you could be depressed. It's not just a nutrition issue, it is the whole person that you're looking at. There are other elements that are affecting why you are not motivated to change your dietary pattern or why you are not motivated to do anything to improve health. It's because you have a mental health issue that you need to address.